What is good, YouTube? Royal Viking here, bringing you a World of Warcraft video. It's been quite some time since I've played this game, but now I'm loving what they've done with it, and we're going to dive deep into the new housing of this game. Stick around, and let's get to it. Alrighty guys, welcome to my little beginner shack. So getting started, how do we even get to where we can get to the island and start this whole housing system? So to start, you want to go to your adventure guide, and you might already have the quest pop up when you log in. It might automatically pop up, but if it doesn't for you, go to your adventure guide and you'll see the first tab it comes up to is suggested content, and you'll see player housing. So that'll be the first quest to start the chain to pretty much get your plot and get your first house. So that's the first step you want to do to get to this point. The second is on the dashboard, we have a new icon. It's called Housing Dashboard. If you hit H on your keyboard, it'll pull up this page here. Now this is kind of like your progression for your plot and your house. It has 1 through 10. These are different tasks you want to complete to progress, of course. And it also has on the top right of this page, it has a button where it works kind of like a dungeon. You know, when you're waiting for a dungeon to pop up to join, and then when you join the dungeon and when you're done, you exit and you're right back to where you originally were. Well, that's kind of how this button works too. It's kind of like a Hearthstone where you port directly to your plot, or vice versa to where you last were in the world. So that's convenient. Next thing is you got a decor catalog tab, which shows all the different kind of decorative things you can get and acquire and place on your plot. Now you can hold shift and left click it. Well, this one can't. Some of them can't be tracked, so but that one can. So shift left click it, and if you look to the right side of where your quests are, it'll show collections and you'll have it there. If you click it, it'll show you on the map information on what you need to do, where to acquire it, and so on. So going back to the page, you also have a little experience bar you can pop up to pretty much show your progression of your housing system if you want that. I don't necessarily care for it, so I don't leave that up. Next thing is you have endeavors. So endeavors, I haven't started yet, but I'm kind of excited for it. Endeavors are pretty much like tasks that you can do on the island or off the island, like in the main world. And there'll be different like puzzles or just different things to acquire decorative items and rewards for completing these tasks. And they're more interactive things, so they're kind of fun. Mini games, like I said, puzzles, different things. So quite convenient, quite nice. Alrighty, we're here at the NPC town in the middle of the map on the island. You see here it's in the middle, as closer to the portal. So if we come in here, you see that little gazebo, this little circle area. This is going to be all the vendors for decorations and stuff. It's more basic items: tables, chairs, fireplaces, benches. They're all themed out as well, so if you want to stick to one theme, you can. You got all kinds of different quest givers here for rewards, decorative items as well. Now, this last architect guy, this quest line is going to make it where you can get to smugglers, which give you the option to purchase the opposite team's decorations. So I'm on Alliance right now, so the smugglers will sell me Horde decorations, which is quite nice. Now coming over here to the lady that you'll first talk to get a plot and everything, she'll take you around to see the island, and then you'll be able to pick what plot you would like. Just a tip, what I had to do, I wanted the plot that I have now, but it was already bought on the town that I was in. So if you don't find any that you like, and there's one taken that you do like, you can start your own village. So if you talk to her and tell her, hey, I want to start my own village, it'll cost somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 gold. I think it's like 1,200 again gold, I can't remember. But you can start your own village. Now to do that, you'll get a sheet, you'll get a quest, and it'll be a pamphlet thing that you have to get. I think it's 10 signatures if I'm correct. And I just went around in different cities in the world and just invited a bunch of people's signature and got 10 people to sign, and now I have a town. So it's quite easy, definitely painless. And then I was able to get the plot that I wanted. So that's who you'll talk to do that. So if the plot's taken that you want, make your own town, you can get your plot. Just to give you a little informational head start on the endeavors and quest stuff to help upgrade your island and your home, this little hedgehog, guys, is pretty much what you're helping out. There's also other things throughout the map that you can do to get decor, as well as help level your housing system. So there's a progression bar. So this guy right here, this little hedgehog guy, you can actually ask him to join you. And when you walk around, you'll find different things on the ground that he'll smell them out and they'll glow, and you can pretty much pick them up. And they'll give you incense, and these little planters, you pretty much upgrade them to working planters like so. And it just helps give you progression towards your island. You can also, there's a little bee here. So these bees, you can help pollinate your island. So if you just activate them, and well, he's not activating. Let's see here. Will this guy activate? No. So it's having me do something else. Oh no, the bees are on me. Okay. So these bees, what you can do is walk around little flowers and stuff. Also, if you pet an animal, I mean, any little thing, it gives you like neighborliness and stuff, and it'll help go towards your task for your island. You see that sparkle near the plant has a heart. That means you help the bees pollinate it. And you do this so many times. And you can also take away cobwebs, see neighborly. It all goes towards your endeavors, your task and stuff. But also what you can do is this portal right here will take you to these hedgehogs zone, and you'll have a bunch of like mini mission endeavors to complete. So this is what you'll be met with when you go through that portal. I'll hit my map right here real quick, and all these little like blowhorns or whatever icons that you see on the map, that's little endeavor missions that you can do. And this one says destroy dragon killing weapons, so destroy weapons. There's one that's rock climbing where you get gems for these guys. There's other ones where you get snail goo for these guys because they like the smelliness or something. So that's what, and they also have some vendors here that sell some pretty cool stuff for doing this zone's missions itself. Irrelevant to your island, but like that mount I really want. That one's cool. So you got some pretty cool stuff. You can progress and mission through here, and it's a good way to level up while you're kind of leveling up your island as well. So there's a little bit of knowledge, know-how on the Endeavor system. When you go all the way up, you get this community coupon, and you can spend that actually in your town square area for stuff. So one more thing before we move on with the video, you might see these carts going around your island and stuff. They're looking for like little incense things or whatever on the ground. There's one cart near the farm here, and I think there's one on the other side of the island. I was running around forever trying to figure out what the heck to do with that cart. But you can see like right here, there's a little material. There's like little tiny materials everywhere. And again, like I said before, get that hedgehog to follow you, and these things will have a smoky glow around them. So you'll see them all on the field and everything, and it makes it a lot easier to find these things. But if you pick it up, you'll collect it, and you'll get a little activity block here to do something. And pretty much you just get near the cart and throw it in there, and you got 0 through 5. Once you fill up to 5, he'll throw you some incense, some of these pollinic incense, and that's what you use to get those little incense pots around your neighborhood to appear, and that helps pretty good with the progression on the island as well. Now, let's go ahead and move to the base and talk about placing things, picking up things, editing, and different things. Let's do it. Alrighty, so let's figure out how to place things down. So you actually have to be in the vicinity of your plot, and a little bar will pop up in the top middle of your screen. You click Edit House, and it'll open up a tab that will show all your inventory of all the decorations you own. So if you just left-click one, it'll bring it where you can or edit it or adjust it or whatever. Scroll wheels to turn, and then you left click again to place. Well, if you want to move it again, you just left click it again and move it how you want. Now to get rid of it is you click it and you can hit R, and it'll put it back into your inventory where all your other decorations are. So that's quite nice. And again, you have a tab on the bottom that's catalog. And so it'll give you, you won't be able to place it, but it'll show a shadow of it. And you can kind of pretty much build whatever you want, however you want. And then when you acquire it, it'll place. So once you acquire it and stuff, it'll pop in where you've placed it. So you could do a whole shadow build and then go acquire all these things over time, and they'll pop up in your plot over time. So that's a pretty cool system. I like that. That way you don't have to redo stuff. You can make something that you like permanent, and then as you get those items playing the game, they will be put on your lot. So that's very nice. I like that. Now on that middle taskbar at the top of the screen, to the left of the edit house, you have a little button that pretty much tells you the information of your lot, tells you the number of the lot, tells you what the neighborhood name is, who owns it, and you can do that to all plots at their mailboxes. You can find out who owns it, as well as if you hit the map, you can click on it and it'll say who owns it. So you can see my friend owns this one, lot 43. It's right next to me. Now, the button to the right of the edit house is a cogwheel. It's your settings. It pretty much lets you who has access to your house, who has access to your plot. You can save that. It's locked in. You can relinquish your plot. So, yeah. As you can see, I've done a little bit with it. But I just want to make sure I get everything. So I'm going to explain the bottom of these, the bottom bar here for adjusting your decorations as well. So number one is just moving stuff. Number two is actually moving stuff up, down. It's more of like a technical way of moving things. If you want to make it look like a rug or whatever. Then you got number three, which actually, so this decoration you can't color, but some of the decorations you can actually color whatever colors you want on it. And then 4 is just a quick way to delete stuff. See over here in the corner, boop, delete. Then this here, I didn't realize, but edit house. This is quite nice. So what you do is you'll have dots on your basic house, and you click the dot, and you can choose what you want. Let's see here. Let's click the top here. So, and you got red, blue, brown, green, purple, yellow. And you have different things. I have a mage tower. You just have different kind of towers and stuff. You also have some chimneys and whatnot. I kind of like that because it makes it look, I don't know, just bigger. I want to put some little supports under these windows too, because it looks kind of weird without supports. But anyways, that's how you edit your actual house. You can also come to the right side here, change the color of your roofs. Let's go back to Crimson. And then you have base style. You can do cottage, stucco, stone. I have stone here. I wish it also did your attachment siding as well, but it doesn't seem to at the moment. You have house type. You got night elf house or human house. You can make so when you unlock medium and large houses, you can get different size house. So this is how you kind of adjust and edit your actual house itself. Now I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on some things that I would like to see them implement into the housing system. So I love how the system is. I think they did the system very well, very polished. You can really do some crazy edits. I've seen some videos where people were getting, let's see here, let's go to a storage. They'll get these like pillars and pylons, and they had a mirror, and they pretty much made like a sink and a bench, and they made things custom rather than the cookie cutter place from your inventory. So like this right here is cookie cutter, whatever. People I've seen where you can do some crazy stuff by clipping them into each other. Some pretty cool things you can do. So just play around with it, and it's quite nice. Ooh. So now my thoughts are, they need to make it where you can use your professions at home. So to like smelt, you have to go to a smelter in a city or whatever. They really need to make a reason why you want to come back to your house other than just placing things. Because placing things and doing decorations and your accomplishments, it's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty awesome. So you can actually see your progression, you can see your character build. It's quite nice. But if I were able to make like a whole crafting side of this house where I had my smelter or tailoring area or enchanting area, it would just be really cool, and it would make it where it's your actual like base where you can acquire different gems and stuff mining, and then you come back and you can smelt ores and build stuff. I think that would make it incredible. Also, there needs to be not necessarily an inventory system for the house, but I would like an inventory system. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe just have it connect to your bank. But just little things like this make the house more interactive to where you can actually kind of quote unquote live in your house and progress in your house. It just opens the housing system up so much more, and it would be very simple in my opinion for them to implement that. So that's my thoughts on it. Alrighty guys, that'll do it for this video. Just giving you a little beginner's guide on the new housing system. Please leave a comment down below about what you think on the new housing system. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you like to see implemented? I know I would like to see more of the profession end of things be implemented into the new housing system. I feel like it'd be more interactive and make the houses feel more alive, more useful. I know Blizzard has stated that they're going to listen to the public, to the fan base, to the gamers on what they would like to see implemented, and hopefully that holds true. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, become part of the Viking family. Would love to have you, and it would mean a bunch. Until the next video, peace.